I'm going to ask you. This is going to be a nothing got solved. Ready?
Oh, we're
perfect.
doing that. Okay.
We're going to do that.
All right, bring it.
So Jason Aldean, his video for that song, Try That in a Small Town. I think it's try something in a small town, something.
Oh, I think it's Try That in a Small Town.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's it, yeah.
Whatever. Country Music Television won't play it. They've banned it because, I don't know, I guess there was some blowback that it's a lynching video or something like that. They recorded it in front of a courthouse or some sort of town hall or something like that, where people used to commit lynchings.
Oh,
so
you need to know that backstory then to know that. Okay, the articles I read were really about like people being up in arms over this. Okay, so now they're not going to play the video.
Exactly.
Okay.
My question to you is, do you agree with that decision by Country Music Television, CMT, or are you pro or against that move?
I saw the video, and you know, it's funny because I'm a music lover and I'm a free speech advocate. I'm not a scream, fire in a movie theater free speech, and I'm not a hate speech advocate. So I can kind of see why they did it. Because if you look at the video, it incites discord. And I think we have so much of that already. I don't know if you need a big star to do that even more. So maybe they're just saying enough is enough. Like, if you look at the video, what's interesting to me about this video, the first thing I just started laughing when I saw the video, because I think to myself, well, Jason Aldean hasn't lived in a small town in how many years, okay? If you just Google him,
Where does he live?
Oh, he lives in a mansion that's gated outside of Nashville. So this guy has not been...
You've done some homework,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, because I was like, look, like, living in LA all the years that we did, you've got Ice Cube saying, don't come from the hood if you're not in the hood. Or did I say that right? Like, don't come to the hood if
you ain't from the hood.
Right.
Don't come to the hood if you ain't from the hood, right?
Because he was living it while he was making this album. And he was living it while he was singing these songs. Well, Jason Aldean isn't living this lifestyle.
Well, he's definitely no Ice Cube.
No.
Have you seen him?
I have.
Okay.
And he's no small town guy.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. Nothing against him. But he doesn't, like, this song doesn't exactly strike me as the country version of gangster rap.
Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, especially since Jason Aldean probably hasn't lived in a small town. My guess is 10 years easily, right? Like, that's my guess.
Yeah.
So, any case, that
Here?
way. Yep.
Going here.
I don't know. I just think that's ridiculous. I think the video should be banned just because it's a horrible song. Because I think, like, musically, like, there's no
it shouldn't
hook.
be getting the play it's getting.
Yeah, there's no hook. The chorus is terrible. Like, it should just be off the radio for that alone. But like the images do, I feel, they really divide city people and folk people, and we already have that divide. Like, we already, as travelers, we see it, we feel it. People say it to our face. So it's like, first of all, like, he's never lived in a city. So when you look at his video, you see all these protests that are happening in cities. And like, just, I don't know, like, let's take LA for an example. What do we have? Like 11 million people in LA, 9,000 maybe police officers.
Yeah.
So it's like, he's never lived in a city where people outnumber the law enforcement, like, exponentially. So, I mean, I don't know. There was probably no Black Lives Matter protest in his small town that he grew up in, if he even grew up in a small town. So it just, all it is saying, you got problems in your city, but don't bring them to our town. Well, nobody's coming for him in his mansion. Nobody's coming
to Jason Aldean's small town, imaginary small town.
Yeah, nobody's coming to Oakland, Maine in his small town. Okay, nobody. But they are going to, like, Ventura and Van Nuys Boulevard in LA. I mean,
truth.
So I don't know. Like, nobody's gonna rob a 7-Eleven in his little town with 3,000 people. But
nobody from there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And nobody's going there to do it. I mean, in our experience alone, we've yet to see big city people going to a small town to like take it over or cause havoc.
Right.
So to me, the video just incites unnecessary agitation, again, between city people and folk. And
I know, but don't you think the song just literally, like,
so I would say,
city people don't even know who Jason Aldean is. You walk down the street in Los Angeles, nobody, like, I think that's the misconception. Like, people in the big cities don't even think about people in the small town.
But people from a small town are obsessed with city folk.
I do think that song is just really him pandering to his base. He put that song on an album. He knew his fans were going to like it because they are all from many of them are from small towns.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I don't know. I'm a million different mindsets. I feel like the controversy behind it is only going to serve to sell more, you know, to have people download this song more and more often, like stream this song. So he's only going to make money off this. There's no such thing as bad press, right? So now, because whoever realized that this courthouse, you know, is of ill repute or whatever from way back when, now all of a sudden Jason Aldean is getting his pockets lined by a song that otherwise probably would have like slipped under the radar or been like, you know, on the jukebox at the local honky tonk for maybe a week or two, and now it's gone.
Now Grandpa in like his, you know, now you have a grandpa basically who's going to download this song because he's like, I got to support Jason Aldean, and he's going to have his grandkids show him how to download it.
Totally, like people are polishing their guns to it now.
Yes.
So, but going back to my question, I personally don't think they should have banned the video, and I'll tell you why. Number one, the footage in the video is no different than anything you and I have seen in like a Rage Against the Machine video from like 25 years ago or whatever. There are all kinds of videos, music videos of sort of political nature that, you know, sort of poach news footage for whatever their cause is for their song. And to me, this one seemed no different. I will also say that I do agree with you. The song is corny as hell. It's corny as hell.
It's so bad.
It's terrible. But I will defend to the death this man's right, his First Amendment right, to make this corny ass song. Okay? And I feel like, and I understand, okay, so going to the network, I understand from experience that network execs generally only have two jobs. Their first job is to say no to everything. And their second job is to go wet themselves in the corner until they're eventually fired. So that's my take on network execs, and I'm not at all surprised in the industry that I'm in that somebody decided to cancel this video. That doesn't surprise me at all. The lawyers got involved. Everybody said this is a bad play. You got to pull this off the air. It's all, you know, it's a hornet's nest or whatever. So I'm not surprised, but I still think, like, watching the video, I'm like, I don't get it. And the lyrics, I know I'm not stupid enough to think that the lyrics don't need to be explicit lyrics to be insightful. I get it. But conceptually, I'm just like, this is a dopey ass song with a dopey ass video, like sort of stealing the best tropes of political videos that we've seen 150,000 times in our lives. And I fail to see what the big deal is.
I disagree somewhat because I think that you say it's a dopey video and a lot of dopey people follow dopey videos.
Fair enough.
So I say if you have even the slightest inclination that this dopey video is going to bring dopey people who have lots of guns somewhere, or dopey people making really dopey decisions against city folk or people of color, take it down. I'm all for it. I'm like,
but that's censorship. And here's the thing. And again, I know that a network is a public company, and they have every right to decide what goes on their, you know, what they're streaming or broadcasting or whatever. I get that, but you've just fallen into the trap that, you know, remember when heavy metal, everybody wanted to ban that. They were burning albums. Tipper Gore wanted to burn Motley Crue's album, shout at the devil.
That was devil worship. That
and
wasn't
rap.
hate. That was devil worship.
And rap. And gangster rap. Ice-T's Cop Killer. Remember?
Yeah.
I just said killer.
You did.
All those, like, I have always been of the mindset that, you know, like, meanwhile, there are, you know, Nazi wannabe stormtroopers in a punk band right now performing somewhere in, you know, rural Idaho.
Yeah, I know,
or
but
somewhere.
their video's not going to get played either.
You're right. That video is not going to get played. But my point is, you have a First Amendment right to make your. I don't know. It's like, I think it was a weak play by the network execs. And there is a part of me where it's like, I'm a little suspicious. It's like, are they going to come back and say, ha, we won the battle? They're going to put it back on the air and at CMT after a groundswell of support, maybe. But ultimately, this ends up being, whether intended or not, this is the best PR for this song that Jason Aldean could ever
He's
hope
gonna
for.
probably get like a nomination for the Country Music Awards. Like now, I mean, with this song, it's so bad.
He absolutely will. So I don't know. I would say let it play. You're making a big deal, literally out of nothing.
I think maybe that they're making an example of him because he may very well. There are people, I think, that because he's such a big name in the country music scene, they do not want to be reflective of his tale. And so people that are not like-minded don't want to be lumped into, a country music singer who's a redneck racist, or a country music singer who is, dividing, people, because he is a big name and he is a country music, name. So maybe they're making an example of him.
I get all that.
I'm fine with it. I don't care. I'm tired, and I think that probably people
you just don't
tired.
want to hear the song again.
So
that's why you're fine with it being banned.
Yeah,
you're like, you banned it on taste issues. It had nothing to do with the actual song itself.
Everything about it's got to go. So whatever angle they pick, get it out of here. I'm fine with it.
I disagree. If I were the network exec, I would have put my job on the line. It's easy for me to say because I'm not. But I would have put my job on the line and said, you know what, we're going to let it run.
All right. That's not me.
No?
I said it's got to go.
Okay. Maybe that's why I'm not a network exec. Nothing got solved.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.